What's up guys, welcome back. Today we're going to look at the Fury Warrior Mage Tower challenge. In my opinion, the warrior transmog you can get for completing the challenge on any warrior spec is one of the best ones currently offered by the Mage Tower. And the Fury fight is the easiest of those three challenges. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to do the fight in about 2 minutes. And this is all going to be done with your War Within gear, no farming old gear. And of course with somewhat proficient play. My talent tree will be linked in the description below. We're just going to point out a couple things. You're going to want to pick up Shockwave with cooldown reduction, and Wrecking Throw to help break Agatha's Absorb shields. Even without any specific gearing, these will solo those Dark Fury shields. You can do this fight as Mountain Thane or Slayer, but currently I still think I prefer Slayer at all gear levels. And that is mostly because of the empowered and more frequent access to Blade Storm. Blade Storm is going to be your best tool to deal with the waves of 3, 4, and 5 imps that spawn every minute or so. And while Anger Management already gives you cooldown reduction on Blade Storm, even a couple extra globals of Impending Victory and CC chains on ads can make it difficult to bring that Blade Storm back up for every set. And while Storm of Steel is a talent that gives you 2 Blade Storms, that damage reduction on it is super noticeable. You pretty much want that full strength of Blade Storm on every set of ads. And just real quick, I'm going to point out everything that's going to make my character so much more powerful than the baseline version of somebody walking in there with boosted greens and no additional enchants or consumes or anything like that. So your War Within necklace should be no surprise. You can put 2 sockets in that. Your Blasphemite gem is the most powerful gem you can have, 24 main stat after you scale down in the tower. And you'll also notice I have 3 older gems. Leviathan's Eye of Strength for 23 strength, as well as Kraken's Eye of Strength and Saber's Eye of Strength. I just put that in one of my War Within rings, 2 sockets, easy peasy. Then any War Within cloak with Chant of Leeching Fangs. You can use your Reishi Wraps artifact cloak. I also have the Season 3 4-set bonus for Warrior. These are all on veteran pieces. That's the minimum gear requirement to convert them in the Catalyst. On my chest I have Crystalline Radiance, that'll be 100 main stat in the tower. On any War Within bracers, Chant of Armored Leech. Between the cloak and bracer and chant, you can have 12% leech in the tower. Your disc belt procs, just like the Reishi Wraps, don't really do any damage in the tower, but the open gem slot is going to be more secondaries than having any other War Within belt without a gem slot. On your legs, a Stormbound Armor Kit. This will give you 123 main stat and like 118 stamina. That's like an extra 10% HP in the tower. On my boots, another War Within enchant, Defender's March. That's another 10% HP or so. Then on both of my rings, Radiant Haste, 2% haste or so per enchant. And of course filling in my remaining gem slots with just your War Within gems. And here's the big one, a crafted weapon. This can be done with a blue rarity weapon. You don't need to use a spark on it, with the Darkmoon Sigil Symbiosis embellishment. If you combine that with an armor piece that has the Writhing Armor Banding embellishment, which doubles the effect of the weapon embellishment, as well as the Darkmoon Deck Symbiosis Trinket, you will stack up to 70% additional versatility after 50 seconds of combat in any tower challenge. I highly recommend it if you just want to hammer the challenge and be done with it. On a blue weapon and armor piece, you're going to be out 2,000 gold at the most for everything to get those 3 items. Any serviceable second trinket you might have, and on your weapons, Authority of the Depths, you can use 2 of these as Fury. They'll add up to like 5% of your total damage. None of this is to say that you need everything I'm listing here to complete the challenge, but Blizzard did recently double the health of all the bosses in the tower challenges and increase their damage output as well. This is mostly just to show you how powerful you can be in this challenge and that you can still stomp them after that buff. You can always reference my other video if you don't want to do any prep and see how to do the fight at a much more challenging level. You'll certainly learn more about the fight doing it that way, and you'll get to see a much longer demonstration of how the fight goes. But for this one, we're just going to roll up in there and stomp it. And we're also going to add a Greater Flask of Endless Fathoms, a Boralus Blood Sausage, a Veiled Augment Rune, a War Scroll of Fortitude for a little bit of extra health, and we're going to use Feral Hide Drums and a Superior Battle Potion of Strength on the pole. Get as much damage as we can on this boss. Don't forget to sub to the channel, like the video, hype the video, share the video, do all that stuff. Here we go. And that first Blade Storm is actually going to be super weak compared to the others because you haven't buffed it with your Slayer tree yet. And we have our imps from the back. These are going to channel into Agatha and give her health over time. We're not too worried about that. There's our Shockwave. You mean imps are like when they blow up, finish that plague cast. It's very bad. It'll leave a puddle on the ground even when you have a lot of additional health and leech and power and stuff like that. It'll do a lot of damage to you. It'll slow you. It just makes the fight more difficult. So you can just blow them up, you can stun them to stop the cast, you can fear them if you spec into the fear. You can also kind of lead them out to the puddle, or pools over here, and let them start their detonate cast. There's our Dark Fury, we Wrecking Throw, then we kick. But at this power level, you're basically just going to one-shot them with like a Rampage or a Raging Blow. And that Storm of Steel, like proc, just destroyed the wave of imps, so we're just super powerful. And you know, we also forgot the Bloodlust. We'll lust when she moves. She moves at 50%, so we'll comfortably push her. You know what, we'll just lust now. During our no CDs, because that's always smart. And see, I stood in a puddle there, right? It's no good. We charge, we move. And now we get rocks falling. Rocks are very bad. You don't want to get hit by rocks. We're going to stun that Fuming Imp. And we're going to save this Blade Storm for that next wave of ads, right? Not these guys, though. These guys, we're just going to take them out. There's our Dark Fury. We're going to wreck it. We're going to kick it. We're going to shockwave these guys. Trying to get the boss in that shockwave as well, so we can get the cooldown reduction on it. And this is me not putting a point into the Heroic Leap cooldown reduction. Like, that's okay. Here's our new imps, and we Blade Storm them down. You can use, like, Champion Spear on the imps that come in to heal, or you can just kind of let everything come in and mow it down and use your Dragon's Roar and Spear on, like, just the boss. Whatever you want to do. But the boss is just done. Hopefully 1 or 2 minutes here. We're going to shockwave these guys once they start. Fuming Imp. And you just take it out. And we're just going to spend this Blade Storm. We didn't even fully empower it. We're just running around too much. Here we go. And that's how you kill a boss. That should be under 3 minutes at least. It'd be faster if we actually lusted. 252. We'll call it there. That's fine. We need to practice with no less, and that was 346. I'll call it 3 minutes. And then when you do it faster than me, you can post a comment in my video, say, "Scrub, I did it faster than you." So there you go. But that's it. That's Fury Warrior. Easy peasy. One of the better mogs. Warlock's probably better. We also did a Destro Warlock video if you want to check that one out. We did a speed run and a slow burn kill. We put out a speedrun bear video as well if you're looking for the Guardian Druid Fellbear form. Check all of that stuff out. Make sure to like the video, comment below, let me know what specs you want to see next. Let me know what you think about the bosses being buffed in the tower, how easy the fights are, how hard they are when you don't have any enchants or gems or anything like that. I think the smart thing would have been to leave the bosses at their current health value and then just disable enchants, gems, consumables, and stuff like that. I think that's a little less intuitive for your average WoW player, considering all that stuff is just fair game in the rest of the game. But I do see an awful lot of people queuing up for their challenges with like a boosted tune in the greens that they put you in. And I'm pretty sure there's also a Legion Fall campaign quest that leads you here. You know, I think some players stumble upon it and they're like, why can't I defeat this quest boss? And, you know, not everybody's on the forums, not everybody's on YouTube and all that stuff. So it can be surprisingly difficult for a lot of people. That's all I got for this one, guys. Make sure to like the video, share the video, hype the video if you're on mobile. Let me know what spec you want to see next. As always, I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.